Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking it with your host, Christopher Boykin. It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
It's Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here back on iHeartRadio. Thank you guys once again for tapping into our weekly platform where we preach the most prominent and talented businesses that's thriving in society. And today I got a very, very, very great episode for you today. My guest today is no other than Teyoshe Smith. She is in the building. How you doing, sister? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. So excited about this. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We wanted to highlight your business, your brand. You are thriving and definitely one of the examples that we look for in success. And so your business is Bite by Bite & Co. Before we get started, Can you let us know a little bit about your background story of how the business came to be?
Yes, absolutely. So it's not a traditional story. I literally started this as a hobby. So one day just kind of, was playing around with some things like as far as like hosting and constantly making little cute things for our guests and our family. And my sister-in-law and I, we started, making some charcuterie boards and we really started gaining an interest in this. And then from there, I was thinking maybe I can start making some boxes and start selling them on a Facebook Marketplace. So that's where it all started. I made a few boxes on Facebook Marketplace, created a quick little ad and sold them for like $15 a box.
Wow.
And and they just kept selling and selling and selling. And before I knew it, it was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. So so I did this, cool. Kind of, this is the secret here, but I started in my home, which I guess is breaking every rule. But then once I, started to kind of feel like this was really turning into something, I did move to a commercial kitchen.
Nice.
And, got my, my license and all the certifications that I needed. And Bite by Bite & Co. was born.
Oh my goodness. And now do your family, anyone in your family work with you on that, participated with you on the branding and scaling the business up?
Yeah, absolutely. So they probably work with me more than they wanted to.
I always find that interesting.
Oh yeah. A daughter on payroll. She's 14, son on payroll. My husband, he was literally like operations manager, helping get everything like set up. He was like fast at like prep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely so. Yeah, that's a really good call out. Let me take a step back. It was a family affair. For sure.
There you go.
Yeah, and it definitely took, a lot of growing pains, but I mean, even now just having their support, although we're not, all like, knees deep with the work of the prep and doing all the things like we had to when we started, but it sure is family invested by far.
Awesome. That's fantastic. I love those type of stories. Like I say, we just start something and bada bing, bada boom. You know what, guys? I need help.
Like my 6-year-old, he's putting stickers on cups. He's like learning how to like tie some twine, like, and then just for him being able to pronounce charcuterie was a whole thing. So,
oh my goodness, that's fantastic. And you guys provide multiple products and different services. Can you let us know about some of the products that you offer and some of the services as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we, so first off, let me start here. We have 2 locations. So we are located in Richmond, Virginia, and then we also have a location in Atlanta, Georgia. So with that being said, we started with kind of separating ourselves from other charcuterie businesses. And really what that is the promotion of our cheese dips and cheese balls. So that is our secret sauce. We make them homemade and we really do take a lot of pride in like flavors. So if you look at a Bite by Bite & Co. Charcuterie board, you should see and feel the love because we definitely try to make it look, like a lot of like variety and just make it look like it's just very, enticing and just, there's really, really a lot of flavors there versus it just being beautiful. Like I totally care about like the look of it, meaning like, do you want to indulge in this? Right. So we really did really well with, kind of promoting our cheese dips and cheese balls, and we started promoting them in stores. But one thing we decided to take a step back from was really just kind of seeing if there's a way that we can figure out how to preserve our cheese dips a bit more. So the stores, like we were selling them probably in like 5 or 6 different stores. And then we pulled back because the shelf life is not as long because we use all fresh ingredients. So that is something that we have been working through and definitely have some solutions on how to, kind of fix that. And that's something that we'll roll out this summer with our new recipes. But for the most part, I mean, these dips have been amazing. And that's kind of been the thing that has really been helping us thrive, because this is something that not only are setting us apart, but just also adding that special touch. And to me, I wanted a part of me to be a part of this business where I'm creating something that is unique and something that, kind of just shows like the love that I have and passion that I have for it. So that was a loaded response, but
no, that's great.
For the most part, we have the cheese dips and cheese balls that we offer. And that is just almost like a separate entity. But in addition to that, we do add them to every board and every grazing table. And then we also offer workshops. So our workshops are key because we use that as a tool to basically, reach out to our community. So we have been able to build connections and have collaborations with all the breweries and the wineries. And then we work with like local boutiques. So we definitely spend a lot of time within the community and just kind of, reaching out to people to say, could we be a part of your business and offer this service where, we could, come in and either give a tasting where we showcase all the things that we offer and all the flavors that we can provide and show people how to really enjoy charcuterie. Because sometimes when you go to like a grazing table or maybe you order charcuterie, it is a little intimidating. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna see what the person in front of me is going to do. Great. Yeah, they grab the meat. Yeah, they grab meat and cheese. I'm gonna do that too. But really to enjoy it and indulge, I think there has to be a bit of education there and to kind of help people like elevate those flavors. So that's what we really do. So with our workshops, it's a 2-hour workshop, and we spend the first hour with only tasting. So when you come, you have to come hungry because we give so much food, and we literally just like showcase all of the things that we do, meaning like the things that we make homemade, like our cheese dips and cheese balls, but we also introduce how to pair the different flavors for meat, cheeses, jams, butters, and different types of preserves. So we spend some time on that. And everyone who walks into a workshop, they're like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. Yeah, this is phenomenal. So we like roll out the red carpet for our customers and our guests. And we just try to, bring that bite by bite and co experience.
Nice.
And then the last piece to our business, outside of you going online and ordering, local for pickup in Richmond, Virginia, and local pickup and delivery for Atlanta, Georgia. We also have our grazing table. So that's a big piece of what we do. So we come to your wedding, your birthday party, and what we've recently, have locked ourselves into are corporate events where businesses hire us for a lot of catering. So we come in for lunches and we set up these beautiful grazing tables, and that has been something that has also helped us connect to the community where, it's not thought of like generally when you think of, we have to, kind of cater this lunch. What should we do? And now charcuterie is an option, and we're excited that, we're on the forefront of that. So
fantastic. Yeah. Oh, that's great. And like you said, you hit it on something early too. Wedding season is coming. Spring season is coming. So is it like the peak season for you guys? You guys kind of see more volume coming, forecast that?
Yeah, we really do. And then it's such a unique, kind of season because we still have a few holidays that we're, tapping into with just kind of leaving off of Valentine's Day. And then now here we are rolling into, St. Patrick's Day, and then graduation. And graduation is huge for us. So there's a lot of Yeah, it really is. And then especially in Virginia, I mean, there's so many different like community colleges and different schools and I
Hmm.
mean, in high schools and it just goes on and on. So we really do enjoy, kind of like this season because there's so many people that are, getting excited for all the things that are to come. And
Hmm.
then in addition to that, like you even speaking on just like wedding season and graduation with our nationwide shipping
Mm.
offering, we do get a lot of business from that. So even with people trying to, send gifts to
Ah,
celebrate, the different holidays and celebrations. And then we also, during like the holidays, all the corporate, companies would hire us to send gifts to their employees. So the nationwide shipping has like literally taken off too, where
wow.
we are probably, one of two companies in the world that offer pre-arranged charcuterie boards shipped directly to your doorstep.
Wow. That is, look, that was my next question. What sets your business apart? And you already answered it.
Mhm.
That is
Oh yeah.
huge.
And that
That's great.
and that
Wow.
yeah, and that's something that I mean, we were very strategic about it, spent a lot of time like just
Okay.
trying to make sure that because one of the things that, I always try to make sure with this business is that we never compromise on our quality, the freshness and the presentation.
I
So
see.
making that decision for shipping, I mean, it was a big one, but there was a lot of trial and error.
Hmm.
But when I tell you we have like gotten it down to a science,
Wow.
it has literally like, kind of taken off. So a lot of times people still aren't really understanding that, we are shipping the charcuterie. They're like, okay, well, great. This is such a wonderful, wonderful service. But when I
Okay.
say that, they still don't understand until they receive it in
So
the
they
mail. And they're
receive it.
like, oh my,
Wow.
yeah, like, oh my gosh, she was right. Look how beautiful it is.
Oh
And
my goodness.
we pack it with ice packs. We have like insulated, containers, boxes, and
Oh,
it
wow.
arrives like cold. So
Innovation.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is
So it is
amazing.
yeah, it's definitely the thing that is really helping us thrive and just can't wait to see where it takes us. I'm just trying to get that word out because like I said, I think that's literally something that people just aren't realizing
Hmm.
that we're capable of and not many, there's not many other businesses that are doing that where you can
Yeah.
send a gift. How would you love to get a gift in the mail that was charcuterie and it came ready for you just to open and enjoy? Like how
Oh
cool
my
is that?
goodness. What? You
Right?
guys are hearing this. This is it. Revolutionary.
Yeah. And it tastes
Wow.
good because you
And it
get
tastes
those
good.
like those homemade cheese dips, cheese
Uh-huh.
balls. We send like a little QR code to tell you how to, you scan the code and then you can create your perfect bite. So we guide you
Mm.
through your board. I mean, it's a full experience.
Wow. Innovation at its best. I love
Yeah,
it.
well, we're
Fantastic.
trying to do a little something over here with Bite by Bite and Co.
Speaking of that, your expansion, planning for expand. Let's talk about that a little bit. I think a lot of people need to know about that. There are some opportunities that you are
Yeah.
providing. That's like, wow. Now that's huge. Can you kind of guide me on those expansion ideas and a plan and a strategy for you guys in the company?
Yes, absolutely. So we are excited about the next steps for Bite by Bite and Co. We have decided to franchise,
Wow.
and this is something that literally I did not start this business and even thinking about that. But once people like caught on to like what we were doing and how we're doing it, I mean, we really were pushed to say that this is something that needs to be shared like across the world. So we've
Wow.
created a business model, and this is really kind of what, our really is what our marching orders are, is that we are normalizing charcuterie across the world bite by bite.
Wow.
So to me, when we like take a step back and think about like what does that really mean and where are you really trying to take this business? So my vision is if you're sitting on the couch on a
Hmm.
Tuesday night and you and your family are deciding like what should we have for dinner tonight, and then maybe one of your kids say, oh, I want Jimmy John's, somebody else says, oh, maybe Pizza Hut, and then maybe your wife says, well, I really enjoyed those cheese balls we had the other day at Bite by Bite, like what if we ordered that? Like I want
Yes.
us to be in that conversation
Oh,
where
yes.
charcuterie is not thought of as an event, or a special occasion or a holiday, it is literally for just dinner. Like we just want to like graze, like we're going to put it on the table. We're watching some movies and we're going to add some of Bite by Bite and Co. cheese dips to the table with, some tortillas and some, crackers. And we sit on the couch and as a family enjoy, a nice charcuterie. So that is my vision and where we are going. And then in addition to that, I cannot do it by myself. And I have discovered that people have a love for what we do. So franchising is the next step. And we plan to have a location in every state. So so we have our next prospects will be Florida, North Carolina, Texas, and I think the next one we're even looking at New York. So those are the states that are coming up to potentially have Bite by Bite locations, and the sky's the limit.
Amazing. That is huge. I seen that. I was like, what? Oh my God. That's huge.
I know. And I love it because it wasn't even my idea. It was just people coming to me sharing that this is where, where we think you should take this. Like, that's how amazing things are. Wow. And I always tell the story too, like in looking at like how McDonald's had to start and, how all these franchises had to like have a starting point. But when the big hitters like actually started, they paved the way. There is an opportunity here in this, charcuterie roll. Yeah, it's trendy. Yeah, it's fun, but it's still a great opportunity. And then it's something too that will never go away because it's a key that brings everybody together. So regardless of where we decide to take this, I think if we just stick to the fact that it is about like love and just, and the passion that I have for it, I think I can take this as far as I want it to go, which is, across the world. I want to be in all countries and all over the US.
I can see it. I can see it globally. I can see it in France and Paris and oh my goodness, I just see it.
Yeah, that's where we're headed. So
that's fantastic. Absolutely. Do you give businesses a chance to? Has anyone reached out to you for like sponsorships, partnerships, endorsements? People try to partner with you in some kind of way, or are you strictly not dealing with those type of opportunities right now? Do you engage in other businesses and create those opportunities as well?
So to me, like that will be, even when we franchise, like I'm going to encourage my franchisees to build those relationships and partnerships because, we can't do it by ourselves. And like I said, I really do want this to be a product of love and a product of, partnership collaboration. So to answer your question, absolutely. We love to partner. A lot of people reach out with just wanting us to donate, but we can't do that all the time.
Of course.
Let's build together, right? And let's support one another. So we do have different programs set up for partnerships and collaborations where we offer our vendors 15% off. So to give you an example of that, we work with a ton of realtors. So they have us, provide boards for gifts. They have us provide boards for showings. They have us provide boards for, even if they just want to have like an open house, we'll come and provide charcuterie cups. So we give those types of partnerships and collaborations. We give them a 15% discount, and that is to obviously retain their business, but then also to kind of give them a break where they can use us often, right? Charcuterie is wonderful, but we know it's also for people with disposable income. It's not something that you're just like grabbing and just saying, okay, let me just get this $2 thing. But with that being said, we love to build those partnerships and collaborations, and we definitely do that with all the businesses. So we work with schools, we work with different insurance companies, we work with even Top Golf has hired us. We work with like Chick-fil-A. So all of them who hire us to do catering or to provide their employees gifts and that kind of thing, we definitely provide a discount to kind of, build that relationship. So absolutely.
Fantastic. What's the best way for people online or listeners to order your products and order your services? Is it a website we can point them to where they can get all the information at one place?
Yeah. So if you go to bitebybyteandco.com, when you get to the website, so that's our homepage that it'll take you to, we immediately provide 4 options. So the 4 options include pickup and delivery, and that is dedicated to our locations within Atlanta, Georgia, and Richmond, Virginia. So just want to take a couple moments just to talk about that and what that means. So those 2 locations, we can deliver up to 100 miles from each location.
Okay.
So currently we do not have a storefront. We operate solely out of commercial kitchens because because that's how I just chose to start out. But the goal long term is to definitely eventually get us, like a brick and mortar. We would love to, be in a shopping plaza and people walk by and can come in and order in real time with us. And create the charcuterie right in front of us. So that is a goal that, that we see coming in within the next year or so. But for now, if you go on there to bitebybiteandco.com, and like I said, the first tab you'll see is pickup and delivery. That is dedicated to the Georgia and Virginia location within 100 miles for delivery and pickup. And then the next one you would see is nationwide shipping. So we can ship anywhere throughout the U.S. And we offer a 2-day shipping commitment. So basically when you order it, we ship it out within 2 days, and we do guarantee the freshness and make sure the things are, cold and all that good stuff. And then we also have tabs for the grazing table. So when you want information about that, like if you're having a party or a big event, graduation, wedding, etc., you can click on that tab. And then lastly are the workshops. So the workshops we offer as private workshops, and then we also offer the team building activities. And then we work with the local communities and the breweries and wineries, and we come in and host these public workshops. So that's how you kind of like navigate through the website once you get there. But all the orders are online. And then you can always call us or email us, and we're happy to walk you through any questions or concerns that you may have.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was splendid. Teyoshe Smith is here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Excellent job. Excellent company. I was just delighted to. I was like, and they're in Richmond, because I'm in Richmond too. So now I got to come see you.
Yes, you do. And I'll actually be in town with like March 6th. So
nice.
If you do want to swing by, come by and we'll let you try some of our cheese dips and cheese balls, send you home with a little plate.
Yeah.
so you can taste test it and share with everybody, because that's how I really do feel really confident about the products we produce, because once you taste it, that's the end. Like, we've got you.
We got you.
Yeah. And even, I don't care how big we get, to me, I can never, ever compromise on the quality and the customer service. Like right now, people call and they're in shock that they're like,
is it you?
And I spend all this time like walking them through it. And I just don't want that to change. I mean, I know I can't always manage all that, but whoever has to, replace me for me to go on and do other things, like that just has to be key. So even as I'm interviewing franchisees and getting more employees for, the 2 locations in Atlanta and Virginia, I mean, I'm not compromising on that. You have to have a certain level of, professionalism. You have to have, that care, that compassion, like that is my business. It's about heart. It's all heart. So.
Yes. All right. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will take you up on that offer, me and my wife.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We'll stop by.
Yep, you have my number. Yep. We save it and call me, and we'll take good care of you. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. So. Teyoshe Smith, you guys, thank you once again for listening. Once again, all of her links is going to be in the show notes of this episode. Once again, so you can click it, go directly to her platforms, her social media platforms as well. If you have events, big things coming up, this is the lady you need to contact. She is doing amazing things, creating opportunities for people, franchising opportunities. I mean, you name it, she's doing it, and she is on the rise. Perfect example for this episode. Teyoshe, thank you once again. It's Stardom Magazine. It's iHeartRadio. We'll see you next week on another episode. Until next time, peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.